What's up, gamers? Red Dragon here, and we are talking about pre-ordering. So do you pre-order games? I put up a poll on VGM the other day, and the vast majority of people who answered the poll ended up saying that yes, at one time or another, they do end up using the pre-order feature from different stores. So close to 48% said on rare occasion, and I think I would probably be in that category. 39% said yes, they do it on a regular basis, and then only 13% of people said no, that they never end up pre-ordering games. So why is it that people do pre-order? Why do you pre-order if you do that? For the corporations and the businesses, of course, it's good because it's pretty much a guaranteed sale for the most part. So they know people are going to end up buying their product. The publishers and everything can have an idea as to how many units they're going to move. They can also better prepare for how many they need to ship in. So they know not everybody is going to pre-order that game, so they want to make sure that they have enough to cover the pre-orders as well as have extras for the shelf that they can put out there. For the consumer, it's nice because you have a guaranteed copy of the game, although that is becoming less and less an issue. I really have no problem getting a game if I want it. Usually somebody has it nearby, so I don't run into shortages anymore. The other thing is some people like to put down a little money at a time, so whenever they get paid or whatever from work, then they can go put down some more money on a game, and that way it's paid off by the time the game comes out, so it's convenient. That way they just walk up to the store, pick it up whenever it's time to release. The other big thing, though, that makes people pre-order are the bonuses, the freebies that you get from different stores, or sometimes it's demos. So, you know, I'm always trying to play the system if I can. So Hitman, the last Hitman game that came out, I don't remember what it was called, but they had a pre-order bonus where if you pre-ordered the game, you would get access to this level that was like a mini game in Hitman. It was like a sniper level. You might remember me. I played a few videos on this channel for that. So anyway, if you pre-ordered the game, then you got access to that demo. So they just gave you a download code on your receipt, and you go home, you go start playing the game. And so I really wanted to play this game, but I really had no intention of buying Hitman. It wasn't a game that I wasn't thinking about buying the more that I saw the reviews for the game. So what I did was I went and pre-ordered it, but I never did pick up the game. And then the next time that somebody had a pre-order bonus that I wanted to take part of, well, then I just moved that $5 over to some other game. So that's kind of the way I played it. So I pre-ordered the thing to get that bonus or demo or whatever, and I do it for other betas if they do it like that. But I'm not necessarily going to buy the game. And so that's one thing to keep in mind. If you do pre-order, it's not like you are stuck in some contract that you can't get out of. So you can always move the money or even pull it back out. Anyway, enough of that. The thing that I really wanted to talk about this video was how the bonuses, I don't really like them in the sense that, you know, if you're going to come out with a game, I think everybody should be able to have access to have all parts of that game. Like, I really hate the idea, even though, you know, since it's already there, I admit that I will take advantage of it whenever I can. But I really hate whenever they do like the camos and the extra skins and things that you can get for your different characters or whatever else. And those types of bonuses I never even use, which I don't really get into customizations and things that much anyway. Like, a lot of times I'll go through games and not even really change my character, especially if you can't even really see them. I just don't really get into any of that. But I know that some people do, and I think eventually, a lot of times with these bonuses with certain stores, you go into, you pre-order, you get certain skins or whatever. A lot of times after a few months, it does come back where that content becomes available to all. Sometimes it's for a price, so you have to pay for it, but at least it is available and accessible to all. Like sometimes if they add an extra level into a game or whatever else. Like content like that, I think should definitely be available to everybody who purchased the game. If you don't like these bonuses, it's probably going to get a lot worse. Because GameStop is now talking about investing money to give to publishers and developers to develop content specifically for them. They're willing to put up probably a good amount of dough in order to get developers to work for content just for their customers. And if you don't shop at GameStop, there's a chance that you won't be getting any of the content that comes in the future, especially if it's dedicated for GameStop and they paid for it. So when you stand back and you look at this, I mean, this is terrible, I believe, for gamers. I think they're the ones that end up losing the most. Of course, the developers, it's going to be hard for some of them to turn down some money in order to develop, especially if GameStop's going to offer a shiny little penny for it. It's going to be hard for other retailers not to want to jump on board if they see GameStop doing this and it's working out for them. And you could start down this path where, you know, this store has this particular level, whereas this store has this particular level. And what sucks for gamers is that there's going to be people out there who's never going to get to experience the full game. And of course, publishers and developers, they're always going to say, oh, but if you buy the $60 version of the game, you're getting a complete game. Well, you're not getting a complete game if there's some level or there's some content that somebody else can use and play in the game and you can't. You're not getting the complete game. You're at least not having the same opportunities. And so I think in the end, gamers are the ones that definitely lose out on this deal, where in the end, it's of course just about making money. They want you to shop at their stores. They want you to keep on coming back. And I mean, these people, they hire teams of people that just sit around thinking all day of ideas and ways that they can keep you coming back, spending money, whether it be on a dashboard or in a physical store. And they're going to keep on doing it. And how much are you going to put up with? And if that's the case and there's only a certain store that you can go to in order to get that bonus content, will you go to that store to buy the game? Will you just buy the game as it is? Or will you refuse to spend any money on that game as a form of boycott? That does for me, the Red Dragon. Post your comments below. Let me know if you pre-order and what you think about GameStop starting to bribe developers with content. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.